welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and I make videos all about motherhood, food and lifestyle. If you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel, but if you are a regular returner, thank you so much for doing so. Today I'm going to be showing you how I have set my goals for the year 2021. This video is coming out a little bit late, I know, but we are still in the month of January, and I think it is still an appropriate time to sit down and set your goals. Now, I have made a video like this previously. When I was pregnant, I did a video on how to make a vision board, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. But instead of showing you what I put on my vision board, which is really not important to you guys and doesn't serve you, I'm going to show you which steps I take to make a vision board. So the first step that I would take in creating your vision board is to really understand the purpose of a vision board. The purpose of a vision board is to give you a clear picture that you see every single day of what your year ahead is going to look like. Your vision board doesn't necessarily have to be for the whole year. If you want to create a quarterly vision board, you can do so, but I do mine for the entire year, and that gives me kind of like a bird's eye view over my year and keeps me on track for the entire year. So a vision board is to help you manifest your dreams. Now, manifestation is not this like woo-woo spooky stuff and airy fairy kind of thing. It is actual a real thing. And for me, if my ideas sit in my head and they're not on a piece of paper, whether it's in written form or it's in a collage form like a vision board, then they're literally just going to remain ideas in my head and I'm not going to action those ideas. And that is the purpose of a vision board, is to help you put things into action. Now, to get your vision board started, you need your supplies. So I've got a pair of scissors to cut things out. I've got a Pritt stick, which is like a glue. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. So you need like a glue. If you want to add like little embellishments to make it look pretty, you can, but it's not necessary. And then obviously these are my cutouts, and I'm not going to show you what they are. You need your cutout. There you go. You need your cutouts, and you can either print things off from the internet. So I go onto Google, search whatever images that I need to search, and print them and then cut them out and put them on my vision board. But if you've got old magazines lying around, you can cut your things out from there. And then last but not least, of course, you need an actual board. Now, I bought this at the stationery store. I think it was like 10 Rand, if I'm not mistaken. But it's an A3 piece of paper. If you want a bigger one or a smaller one, you can do that. Mine is A3. I think this is A3, you guys. I'm so terrible with these things. But anyways, you can see the size of it. And so now I'm going to show you the nitty-gritty of how to actually do this. So I'm giving you a bird's eye view of my vision board, and I'm going to show you pretty much how I get my stuff together. So previously, when I'd make a vision board, I would section it off into the parts of my life that I need, you know, some sort of guidance with, all things that I would like to achieve in different areas of my life. So let's say it was my cake business, my personal YouTube channel, my cake channel, and my finances. That's how I would do it. But for this year, I'm going to sort of do it in a mind map sort of way, where the center is going to be the focus of my year, and things are kind of going to be shooting off of that. So sort of to say to myself that what's in the middle is the most important, and that is going to be my encouragement and my motivation to make sure that I achieve everything that shoots off. So I'm going to show you the first image because I'm sure you've seen it if you follow me on any social media platform. So the first image that I'm going to put down is going to be this image. It's me, baby Zion, and Zion's daddy. So this is going to be what goes in the center of my vision board. I'm not going to show you the rest, like I said, but it kind of gives you an image or an idea of what my vision board is going to look like. So the areas of my life that I'm going to be working on will include my personal YouTube channel, so you can shoot off of that, my baking channel, shoot off there, my finances and shoot off there, and like hobbies or whatever. So this is what's going to be the center of my vision board, to say that this is the motivation of whatever else is happening around, whether it's to get my YouTube channel growing, this is the motivation. Whether it's to I don't know, spend less money on coffees, this is the motivation, if you get what I'm saying. And so I've shown you kind of how I'm going to make my vision board, and then I will put it together after I film this. But I also want to tell you kind of how manifestation works, in my opinion anyways. This is just my opinion. These are the things that have worked for me. If you watched last year's video on how I made my vision board, I show you exactly what's on my vision board, and 90% of the things I put on there I achieved or even went above and beyond. One of them was to get to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, and by the end of last year I was at 21,000 already. So that's just an example. But in terms of, for your vision board to work, or for your manifestation to work, my first rule, I'll call them rules, is you've got to believe it. You've got to believe it. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. If you're seeking somebody else's validation, if you're seeking for somebody else to validate your ideas and your vision over yourself, it's not going to work. You've got to believe that you are able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, whether it's to get out of debt this year, or to reduce your debt by X amount this year, whether it is to leave your 9-to-5 and go full-time from your side hustle. Whatever it is, you've got to believe that. For example, the 9-to-5 example, if you don't believe that your side hustle can sustain you, you're going to be shaking in your boots. Okay, you're going to be shaking in your boots, and when tough times come, you're going to miss your 9-to-5, or you're going to want to return to your 9-to-5, which is maybe not ideal. My second rule about manifestation is that you've got to work at it. It's like going to the gym. You can't just go once and then expect that you're going to have this bod, okay? You constantly got to work at it. And what I mean by that is, you can't just put things on a vision board, stick it up on your wall, and be like, oh, my work is done. You've constantly got to work at it. If for example, one of your goals this year is to reduce your debt, you can't just put a piggy bank on your vision board and be like, oh, okay, cool, I'm putting it out into the universe and that's all I need to do. You've constantly got to see where you're spending, or keep throwing money, putting out the debt fire. You know, you've got to constantly work at it. If one of your goals this year is to go to the gym and get the body that you've always dreamed of, on the days that you don't want to, on the days that you don't want to get up and go to the gym, you have to do it. And that's just how it works. When you put in the work, the universe is like, okay, baby girl is serious. I'm going to help her along. I'm going to push this thing further along for her. Whereas if you are dilly-dallying and not serious, the universe is going to be like, this girl doesn't want it bad enough. I'm going to move this to somebody else that wants it. And now rule number 3 of manifestation is one of my favorites. And I don't want you to confuse this with fake it till you make it, because that's a little bit slangy for me. But you need to act as if. You need to act as if you are already where you want to be. For example, I'll use the debt example again. If your goal is to reduce a debt or completely get rid of your debt, you need to act as if that's already done. So you need to ask yourself, how does a person that is debt-free behave, that has already cancelled their debt? how do they behave? Are they constantly buying clothes that they don't need? Fast fashion clothes that they don't need? I don't think so. Are they constantly, or are they never looking at their bank statements at the end of the month? I don't think so. So you need to act as if you're already debt free, Miguel. Okay, like every single month, as uncomfortable as it may be, look at that bank statement. If it's your credit card, look at your credit card statement and see how much progress you've made, or see how much more progress you still have to make. Act as if every single month when you walk into the mall and you want to buy things that you didn't come to the mall for, think to yourself, is my debt-free me, is debt-free me gonna behave this way? Does debt-free me go to the shops and buy things that they didn't plan to buy going to the shops? No. Debt-free you goes to the shops with a list, and if it's not on the list, it's not being bought. Do you get what I'm saying? So act as if. Not fake it till you make it, act as if. And those are my 3 rules of manifestation. Obviously there are more rules, but I'm not going to get into those. But those are my 3 favorite ones. And yeah, I'm going to continue and do my vision board for this year so that I can put it up. As you can see, I'm sitting by my office and put it up where I can see it every single day and get to smashing my goals. I want this year to be better than last year. And you guys, last year was just one huge mind. But I did well. And if you did well last year, don't be afraid to say so. Don't be shy to say that you did well, because there are people that weren't doing well. We're not downplaying how rough last year was. We're not downplaying other people's problems, or you know, I know people got retrenched, people lost their jobs. We're not downplaying that, but sometimes you need to celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself in the storm, baby girl. I spoke about this in my video of wrap gifts with me, and I said you can be up in a down time, and if you were up last year, if you are up right now, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, celebrate it. Okay, that's my little motivational speech for the day. Okay, thanks you guys, thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I'm so excited to be bringing you videos consistently this year, once a week at least, twice a week at the most. If you enjoyed this video, please do share it, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.